He said that the most difficult people he has worked with are actually Christians. And then you begin to ask yourself, what does this actually entail? Hello, guys. My name is Dr. Chinels, the person on Blaze. Pardon me, I have the flu and I just had it yesterday. That was actually why I didn't post yesterday, and then I had to insist I had to post today. However, I just wanted to share with us something that I just remember recalled recently. Um, a man was talking about his quite well known in terms of management and leadership. So one of the days he was speaking, he now shared with us, told us that he has worked with different sets of people, and one of the most difficult people he has worked with are actually Christians. And then he now begins to ask, the person saying this thing is actually a Christian, and I'm like, why is this so? Yeah, because it's important that we talk about these things. Christians tend to be the most difficult people to work with. I don't know why, but then I think something that has to do with the gospel. The gospel, it has been misrepresented, misconstrued, and misinterpreted, and this has led to a lot of people taking a lot of things for granted. Now, why am I going this taking this part? A lot of Christians today, they don't have what we call values. You see, everybody, there's a value system that guides everyone. You have a personal value, you have a corporate value, depending on where you're working. There's a value, and our values are like guiding principles, are like guiding instruments that enable you to that influence the decisions that you make. How? Let me just give you an example. If you decide that you don't want to defraud anyone, it doesn't have to do with whether you're a Christian or not. Now, that is accountability as a value. It means that whether you are a Christian or not, you have to be accountable. You have to show accountability in terms of resources provided for you, to you, or also or people apportioned to you, or people that are kept under your care. So you have to be accountable. What about honesty? Honesty, these things are values. Now, a lot of times people say, I think maybe probably under the gospel of grace. I don't know why actually this happens. They hide under that gospel of grace, gospel of okay, that God will forgive you, and then they end up meting out a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of things that you have to say, what are you Christian in if you say you're a Christian? It's a problem, and it's something that has really caused a lot of PR malfunction or PR it has really led to a fall. It has affected the PR of Christianity negatively. A lot of times, people don't have value. You have values as a human being. As a human being, you have to have value. Values guide you. The guide values direct your path. Values determine how you relate to people. It influences your career decisions, your personal decisions, your daily interactions, and those things are while many of them are actually maybe inspired by, probably inspired by principles that are entrenched in the Bible or may not. But the most one thing is that they are things that direct your way, that direct your day-to-day businesses, both within you, among people, or in the corporate field. Now, why is it that they are finding it called to have values? Why is it that people tend to find it called to maintain values, to promote values in their day-to-day dealings with people? There are some people that when you say when they hear that you're a Christian, they get agitated and they were like, no, 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 I don't want to work with any Christian. Yes. Meanwhile, you're supposed to be a representative of the same gospel that you preach, or the same gospel that you go to every Sunday or every time. You share Bible quotations, you share a lot of videos and links linking you to different Christian virtues or groups, and then you are lacking in value. Value is essential. Value is what affects it, what drives your activities. Value is like going to work early. Value is like promptness, yes. Value leadership, kindness. These are values. These are essential values that every human being should imbibe. But then the same people who are Christians and they said they are led by the Holy Spirit, that they have been transformed, they are lacking in that. It's a very big problem. And this is a call for us to be more accountable, more responsible in terms of promoting values. Even if you don't have, you have to start having. Me personally, I have my own personal core values. It is reflected, in fact, when you look at my posts, a lot of things I do. It reflects my values. There are core values I have as a person. There are other values that I imbibe or want to imbibe in my day-to-day execution of my function as a healthcare personnel or as a consultant to a body or as a volunteer, depending on where, if any field or any aspect I find myself, I am called upon. I'm called upon um, express express myself. Those expressions are inspired by my values. So value is very essential. My fellow Christians, please, we can do better. We can allow value. We can have inculcate values in our daily lives. Values, very important values like leadership, kindness, service, duty, accountability, honesty. There are many of them. And now this is when, okay, if you really want to look up to God, these are areas that if you want to make them as prayer points, then you make them as prayer points. Let people recognize you for your values, because it should not be good when they say, oh, this is a Christian, but nah, cannot even trust him like money, cannot trust him with this, I cannot trust him with that, cannot trust him with certain things, and it becomes a problem. Trust is essential in business, and trust will cut you off from potential helpers, cut you off from potential customers, and people that or deals can cut you off from serious deals that can maybe take you to the next level in your career. And it can, if you are not honest, it can stunt you, can shunt you, it cut you off and prevent you from reaching to the flex of your career, or make you to fulfill you, to prevent you from fulfilling your potential. So we can inculcate values. We can learn from people who are honest. We can inculcate these values. We can embody these values. And inculcate means that you have to start practicing them day to day, practicing them from the little things, from the daily things, things that people around you can vouch for. So imagine when people around you cannot vouch for you. Is it people that work in your office that can vouch for you, or is it people that maybe are potential clients that are coming from maybe another country or another state or somewhere far away from you that are going to trust you? They're always going to vouch for you, because the vouching, those that vouch for you should start from immediate, now goes to intermediate, and then outermost. You don't, the Igbo people say, "Anesino no marama putanama." So if you are not beautiful inside, you are ugly outside. I repeat again. If you are not beautiful inside, you are ugly outside. You can only embellish, you can only be cosmetic about it. However, you are not going to go far, because the foundation or the premise upon which you're standing or trying to express or push yourself will be will be shaky and will be weak. So that is it about values. It's an ongoing conversation, and I think it's very important for us to put it out there. Let's Christians, let us do better. We can inculcate values. We can be more responsible. We can be more prompt. We can be more proactive, more intentional about how we want to interact with others, about how we want to carry out functions that are assigned to us, so that we cannot so that we will not make ourselves a mockery, because as ourselves are making, not even the Christianity, because Christianity is well respected despite all the pans that it's been receiving in recent times. It's well respected. So anybody that wants to for their own hand are there for their own hand. So sorry, I it's the flu that is making me to sound the one, but I believe that you have gotten the point, and I hope to look back to this day that flu almost prevented me from sharing value to you, sharing something that will help you to get better in your life, and become the best version of yourself. That is one of the important things in our daily conversations. My name is Dr. Ushen Donzekwe, also known as Bethany Blaze. I'm a medical doctor, physiotherapist, and content creator. And I look forward, thank you. I wish to appreciate you for following me all this while, and I look forward to hearing from you. You can drop your comments, you can share your thoughts, I can send a DM, and I pray that you you improve on your values that you have, you embody the values that you desire and look up to, and then you become a much better person and affect your world positively. Thank you, and God bless. Bye.